All right, for transcription purposes, do you mind telling me your name, how to spell it, and what your title is?
My name is Delaney, Delaney, Leary, Leary, and I am a sophomore at Tennessee studying journalism and media with a concentration in sports.
Now, Delaney, you were recruited to the University of Tennessee to join the Lady Vols rowing team. What did that process look like?
It was an atypical, is that the word? For the whole recruitment process, because typically it's something you start your junior year, I had been talking to schools but nothing really serious, and I filled out a questionnaire, because that's, people don't really know that when they go into recruitment, that you're supposed, that's how you get on coaches' radars. I fill out one for Tennessee, and a coach reached out to me I want to say a day or two later, saying hey, let's get on a phone call.
Yeah.
Come down to junior day, meet the coaches, and then we can talk about signing you. And I was like, okay. That was way easier than I thought it was going to be. Come down for junior day, I talked to the head coach in the hallway, and I verbally committed on that unofficial visit, and then I signed a letter of intent about 2 weeks later.
Now, what made you choose Tennessee over the other schools?
Tennessee was the first school that I had looked at, and first and only, because I saw the campus, and it was a quote from a tour guide, honestly, that made me really love it, because it was raining, cloudy, kind of like what it is today. And he said to us, if you love this place in the rain, you're going to love it even more in the sun. And I was like, oh, that's really cute. I do really like that. I was like, it was just, it sounds really cringy being you just know. But I knew that this was the place for me.
No, absolutely. So you knew it was the place. You were excited to come here. You get here in your freshman year. But before the season even starts, you leave the team. What and why?
It was a combination of a lot of different things. I knew that I wanted to pursue a career in TV broadcasting, whether it was news or sports, and eventually I started leaning towards sports, probably because I was an athlete, and got to meet a lot of other athletes, and doing cute little interviews with them in Smokies, getting lunch with them. It was really great. And I kind of wanted to stay involved in the sports world now that I had entered it, but since I was leaving it, I was I mainly left for the purpose of my career, because I knew that if I had done the 4 years of rowing here without scholarship, it kind of speaks for itself.
No,
I can't commit myself fully for 4 years just to be I was a rower, which is very impressive, and I don't judge anybody who does make that decision, but for me, with journalism, you have to get out there, you have to have internships, you have to be able to have the time to go cover athletic events, and I knew I wouldn't be able to do both at the same time because I had tried, but there were also things like untreated injuries, or if I got sick, I still was kind of made to row, and I didn't agree with that aspect of the program.
Now, you said you had untreated injuries. You did have an injury in your freshman season before you left. What impact did that have on your decision?
It was more I had asked several times hey, I thought it just went from, I thought it was a soreness thing, because that was the thing, typically in high school, the beginning of every season, you're sore for the first week, and then it goes away. The thing with collegiate rowing is that you are sore beyond measure every single week. It does not eventually get better. It's because you just keep upping your volume, you are consistently sore. So I thought it was a soreness. It was I think it was a tear in my right quad. And I'm seeing the trainers, and I think the first time I had brought it up, I was it's getting worse, because I went during a lift session, I felt it almost tear, and go into my back, and I was that, once it touches my back, I'm I can't do that. And I go to the trainer, and I'm hey, this happened, and the first thing that I was said, that she said to me was, why didn't you say something sooner? And I'm well, I thought it was just a soreness thing. And then after weeks of begging for a rest, I was given 3 days, but they gave me the rest the day that I left the team. So I was I'm getting all the rest I want now. But after that, I still had to go to the trainers because I got hurt under the sport, and I asked them, how long does this actually take to heal? And they said 6 to 12 weeks. And I was like, and you guys gave me 3 days. So I didn't agree with that aspect of collegiate sports.
Now that it's all said and done, it's been over a year since that all went down.
It was a year ago yesterday.
A year ago yesterday. Wow, what are the odds?
Or 2 days ago.
Yeah, so are you happy with the decision that you made?
I'm happy with the decision that I made, specifically because of Tennessee rowing. Like, if it had been a different program, maybe I would have kept rowing. If I had been able to do both journalism and rowing, and let's say my injuries and it wasn't just happening to me, it was happening to all the girls around me. We were all injured, and none of us were really getting treated the way you should. And so looking at specifically the program, like, yes, I am happy with my decision that I left Tennessee rowing, but I do still struggle with missing rowing. This is my first fall in 6 years that I didn't row. I wasn't on a rowing team. I wasn't on the water every day. And it's hard because, like, your sport becomes such a big part of you. And so part of me, like, regrets leaving rowing, but I don't regret leaving Tennessee rowing.